If you guys want to see how I got this classic evening makeup look, please keep watching. Hello everyone. So I am running super late as usual. I have less than an hour to do my hair and makeup, getting ready for a baby shower, which is super exciting. And I think I want to do full glam today. I'm going to be wearing this jumpsuit from Norma Kamali. It is so cool and really flattering on. And the funny thing is, the last time I wore it was to another shower. So I think this is my designated shower jumpsuit. I'm going to curl my hair in really loose curls, just to get like a wavy effect. Just super soft. I showered last night and did like a rough blow dry on my hair so I could style it today, because I find lived-in hair just holds style way better, especially when I'm doing like a curling iron look. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's super important to curl away from the face. So my hair is naturally really frizzy and curly wavy, I guess you could say. And it is extremely humid in New York right now. So when I blew it out last night, I didn't use my normal Hairstyle Thermique, the blue heat protectant. I used their keratin one, which has like extra frizz protection. It's in like a pink tube. But I trust that product for keeping my hair in check when it's like a super humid environment. Love it. So I'm just gonna keep curling away from the face, and I'm not gonna hold it too long. I don't want it to be really tight curls, just like a loose wavy curl that'll fall out after an hour or so. Also, I'm having the craziest breakout of my life. I'm also having the most intense IBS flare-up of my life. And anytime my IBS flares up, my skin flares up. So I think that's why I'm gonna do like a full coverage makeup look. Cover up these spots. This is the first time I'm curling my hair with my shorter hair since my haircut. And it's not too short curly, but it's just like a weird adjustment. All right, I'm gonna keep curling the rest of my hair and I'll be right back. so bouncy, but I just don't know what to do with these bangs. They're giving squilly. Oh my God. Okay, let's see how I can style these without looking like squilliam. You know what? I think I need my straightener for this. Nose curling bangs. But the rest of my hair is exactly what I want. The bangs are not. Because I normally do this with my flat iron. It's easier to curl away from the face. That's a little better. Okay, crisis averted. Nothing a little hairspray can't fix. Okay. Dry spun thickening spray. Love this, especially around the bangs. Kind of holds them in place and gives them a little texture. And now the, what are you? Bedhead Masterpiece. Super high shine, super high hold. Just a little bit for frizz protection. This like teasing comb brush thing, just to smooth the top out. And I always like to have one side behind my ear. I don't know, I feel like it's flattering on me. And then sometimes I use the back side of my brush to get that smooth effect. But you could see that shine. This spray is so good. I have multiple cans on deck at all times. And I have a travel one in my travel bag at all times. Okay. Perfect. You can't even tell I had bangs. All right, let's get to makeup. I will just lightly pin my hair out of my face. And usually I'll just go in between the wave so I'm not denting the actual curve. Okay. My Laura Mercier primer, but I can't find it. It's just a little more hydrating than this one. This is the It Cosmetics primer. It's a nice mattifying primer. I don't always do a primer. I don't think you need it, but because I'm doing full glam, might as well. And because I'm having a breakout, I want the extra staying power of my foundation and concealer. Your Skin Butter Oil-Free Makeup Gripping. I love their setting spray too. I've used it for years. And for foundation, I'm going to mix the two Cover FX L3 and M4. This is super full coverage. Love this foundation. And it looks like skin on. And I want to use a sponge today. I don't have my beauty blender here. Ugh. Okay. Okay. This is very chaotic. I wanted to use a beauty blender, but I think they're all downstairs. Perfect color match when I mix those two. Like I want full coverage, but I don't want to look like I'm wearing a mask. So I'm really gonna work this into the skin. I mean, it's kind of why I wanted to do a beauty blender, because it'll absorb any excess product, but I'm just gonna do a lot of blending in lieu of a beauty blender. Take it on the eyelids. Concealer, I'm gonna do the Benefit Cakeless under the eyes, mainly on the inner part. And then I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion, which is done, but I am scraping the end of the barrel here. Love this concealer. I need to stock up. And when you're trying to cover a blemish, don't swipe. Just always push into the skin, because you don't want to move the coverage where you placed it. I'm going to use my finger for the rest of this, so it really melts into the skin. You get a more airbrush look with your finger. The warmth of it just really melts the product in. So that's good for making a full coverage product look natural. Okay, ours Soft Matte to the rescue. It's just one of those spots that doesn't want to be covered. Do you ever get those where like no makeup sticks to it? All right, we're gonna have to live with it. Nobody's perfect. For bronzer, I'm gonna use my Soleil Tan. No, it's Le Beige now. They rebranded. Cream bronzer from Chanel. Like a semi-dense brush. I have the shade 390 Soleil Tan Bronze. Oh, so I wasn't too off with the name. Love this to bronze up the skin. And I'm gonna be pushing so I don't move my foundation. Into the crease with whatever is left over. Oh my God, it's torrentially pouring. Can you hear that? I have to drive to Jersey. I'm in Long Island. Oh boy. I hope it stops. It's not good. Dior Forever Glow. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna use the same Chanel bronze used brush, and I'm gonna hit where I would use a highlighter, because it is technically a highlighter, even though it has like a blush tone. And I just find it looks really flattering when you apply it on the high points of the face. Blur everything together back into the foundation brush. Helps you get a more seamless look. By the way, creasing is very normal. If your face moves, there's no way to avoid it. I don't care what product claims creaseless. If you're moving around and you're not setting it, it's gonna crease. Totally normal, totally part of life. I adore this About Face powder. It's in the pink shade Finale. It is so good under the eyes. Fix my creasing one more time. I'm gonna really bake the crap out of this pimple so it dries off my face. So really just in my T-zone, and I'm gonna push the bake into my skin. I never understood the purpose of like layering a bunch of powder on and then dusting it off. I find it very wasteful, and you get a more airbrushed powder the more you push it in, airbrushed look the more you push it into the skin. Like so. You could see like I have 0 pores. So good. For the rest of my face, mineralized skin finish, medium golden. It's kind of like a finishing powder, has a little coverage, but it's nice to just keep the perimeters of my face a little darker than my T-zone. So I have that subtle contouring. I know it's a lot, but this is event makeup. Little Laura Mercier over everything. And I'm using really small amounts of everything, so I'm not caking my face. Really thin layers. I'm gonna set my neck. Okay. Laura Mercier bronzer, shade 2. Contour my nose. I always use my finger. I could never do this with a brush. It will never look as good as a finger. And a little bit on the cheek. And just do something nude. Okay, Dior Charnel. Smashbox blush brush. I wanted something a little more peachy, but you can never go wrong with nude. I feel like this makeup look can be used for any shower you're attending, or like wedding guest makeup, or I don't know, an engagement photo shoot. It's just a really neutral look. It kind of can go with anything. To beef up the coverage on my spot, I'm taking the Vitamin Enriched Powder in Neutral from Bobbi Brown. This is sheer-ish, but I just need, yep, and I needed that. I'm gonna pack this in my purse. All right, I needed that. Let's do brows, eyes. Brows. Brow Wiz, medium brown. Anastasia just knows what she's doing. I haven't tried any other brow product in years. I would like to explore new options. You're probably bored with this product, but it just works, gets the job done. For eyes, I want to have a little fun, so I'm going to have my custom MAC palette that's falling apart, and I'm going to just take any neutral taupey brown into the crease for some shadow. You can also just use a bronzer for this, or a contouring powder, or like mix a contour powder with a bronzer to kind of get a more cool tone, because bronzers are typically warm toned. And then Hourglass Scattered Light and Ray. This product, oh my gosh. I mean, heavenly. All over the eye. The most gorgeous, sophisticated, mature glitter eye product. Like, you don't look like a little kid that was playing with glitter. You look so sophisticated and beautiful. Look at that. It's incredible. There's tacky glitter and there's sophisticated glitter. And this is sophisticated, for sure. Back into the blending brush. There isn't really any fallout, but just in case. For liner, take the black carbon on an angled brush and just really close to the lash line. On the outer half. I like to use a foundation powder, Clinique Beyond Perfecting in Dune. And then back into that blending brush one final time. That's the eyes. Before mascara, I like to do setting spray because no matter what I do, if I do it after, it smudges. So Dior Perfect Fix. Stuff is so good. So good. I discovered this Essence Lash Princess. It's like $5, but wow. Such a good mascara. Usually I like a plastic wand, but this is really firm, so it kind of works in the same way at separating my lashes. That is one coat. I think there are fibers in this. Could be wrong. False lash effect. I don't know, but it works well. Let's go into the second coat. Second coat, I put it everywhere, but then I like to focus on the outer half and shaping my lashes outwards into kind of a winged lash effect. I'll show you now. And then like that, so it kind of gives me a lifted cat eye. You could see a difference between this and this one. It's a really great hack if you don't want to wear falsies. Such a good budget mascara. So good. Love that. Highlighter, I'm gonna do the Dior. I have it in the old packaging in shade 3. I don't know if the new packaging, the numbers are different, but it's like a champagne-y beige nude. I also like to do highlighter after setting spray. Really beautiful highlight. Anything Dior makes is chef's kiss, to be honest. And again, diffusing it with my powder brush. It's really important to always go back and blend every step of makeup you apply. That's how you get that professional application look. If you only saw what this mess looks like. Beige Natural, probably the last you'll be able to read the name after sharpening it again. I freaking use this to death. It's like the perfect nude beigey pink pencil. And Dior Rouge 100. It's kind of the same color as the lip liner. And that is the makeup done. Oh, I'm gonna add a little bit more. So annoying. Okay, that is the makeup done. Let me take my pins out. All right, I'm gonna get dressed and I'll be right back. Jumpsuit on. It's so cool. It's like a tie waist and it's the typical Norma Kamali, like stretchy, comfy material. Love this, so flattering. I bought it in black as well. Earrings, I have these really cute, that would have ended badly. I have these really cute Alexis Bitar Huggies. anything Alexis Bitar is so cool. Love their jewelry. And then rest of jewelry, I have my cute little initial necklace, wedding rings, Cartier stack, Bottega. And I want to fill up, if you know, you know. Lipstick, lip liner, powder. And I want to take a little brush, so you never know. These were probably the best steal of my life. I got these Dolce pumps, new in box with the tag from The Real, 75% off retail. I don't know if you could see the shoes pretty well. That is the final look. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I have to run. I'm running so late and it's still pouring outside. I'll see you in the next video.